We continue now at the top of Daf Peches Amar Aleph from Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 88a. The Gemara was discussing Rosh Chodesh Nisan in the second year that it falls out on Sunday. So if that is true, then when does Rosh Chodesh Nisan fall out in the first year? And so the Gemara here explains L'Rabbanan Ches Chaserim Ovid. According to the Rabbanan's position, we're going to have to say that the year had 8 months which were chaser. And therefore, as Rashi explains, l'Rabbanan ches chaserim avid, as opposed to saying 6 that were chaser. And Rashi explains, v'lo hayu ben pesach de'shtakad le'pesach do'idna ele beis yamim. If you do the calculation, the difference between one pesach to the next is just going to be 2 days. V'nimtza de'shtakad be'erev Shabbos, it's going to come out that Rosh Chodesh Nisan in the first year is going to be an erev Shabbos. You just move back 2 days from Sunday, so Rosh Chodesh Nisan is Friday. And then if you continue to do the math, the Rabbanan would say that Rosh Chodesh Sivan fell out on Monday, the year that the Torah was given. Gemara now brings another proof. Tashma, the Tanya we learned in a brisa. B'Seder Olam, and the brisa in Seder Olam says as follows: Nisan shabo yatzu Yisrael miMitzrayim, Rosh Chodesh Nisan, when the Jews left Mitzrayim. Be'arba asar shachtu Pischei, and on the 14th of Nisan they shechted the Korban Pesach. B'Chamisha asar yatzu was on the 15th that they left. V'yoso hayom erev Shabbos haya, and that day was Friday. U'midureish yarcha de Nisan erev Shabbos. Now, if Rosh Chodesh Nisan was on erev Shabbos, Reish Yarcha de Iyar Chad b'Shabbat, it's going to come out if you do the math that Rosh Chodesh Iyar is going to be on a Sunday. V'Sivan b'Trei b'Shabbat, it's going to come out. Rosh Chodesh Sivan is going to come out on Monday. Kashal Rabbi Yossi. This brayso in Seder Olam is difficult according to Rabbi Yossi. So the Gemara says, Amar Lach Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi will say to you, Hamani Rabbanan. This particular brayso in Seder Olam is following the opinion of the Rabbanan. Tashma will bring another proof. Rabbi Yossi Omer. Rabbi Yossi says, B'Sheni Ola Moshe, on the second day, Moshe went up the yard. He went up the mountain, then he came down. B'Shlishi Olav yard, on the third day, he went up and he came down. B'Dalad yard, on the fourth day, he came down. V'Shuvlo Ola, and he didn't go up the mountain anymore. The Gemara interrupts. So Me'achar Shalo Ola Mehechan yard. 1 second. If he never went up on the fourth day, how did he come down? Ella, rather, you should amend the brayso B'Revi Olav yard. On the fourth day, he went up and he came down. Machamishi bona mizbeach, on the 5th day he built a mizbeach, v'hikrav olav carbon, and he brought a carbon. Bashishi lo haya lo penai, and then on the 6th day there was no time. So the Gemara now makes an assumption. My lav, what do you mean there was no time on the 6th day? Mishum Torah. Isn't it because of the Torah? Because the Torah was given on the 6th day. And isn't this a proof to the position of the Rabbanan that it was on the 6th day of Sivan that the Torah was given? So the Gemara says, Lo no Mishum Torah Shabbos. The reason is because on the 6th day, according to maybe it follows Rabbi Yossi's opinion. Actually, this would have been a contradiction in Rabbi Yossi. So the point is, maybe Rabbi Yossi here is consistent. And what Rabbi Yossi means to say is that on the 6th day, which was Friday, they were getting ready for Shabbos. There wasn't enough time. But of course, the Torah was given on the 7th day of Sivan, according to Rabbi Yossi, and was given on Shabbos. Darash Ahugli Law Aleh Rav Chisda, a certain person from the Galilee, Darshan to Rav Chisda, Brich Rachmana, blessed is the merciful one, Diyav Orayan Tilisoi, La'am Tilisoi, Al Yedei Tilisoi, Biyom Tlisai, Biyarcha Tlisai. So he says that he gave the three Torahs, so to speak, to the nation of three, through the third, on the third day, in the third month. So Rashi explains what all these Tlisais are. So first of all, Orion Tlisai, what does it mean? 3 Torahs? Torah, Nevi'im, Uksuvim. It refers to Torah, Nevi'im, and Ksuvim. La'am Tlisai, the third nation, means Kohanim, Leviim, V'Yisraelim, refers to the 3 sections of the Jewish people, Kohanim, Leviim, and Yisraelim. Aliyad Tlisai, Moshe Tlisai, Lebetin. Moshe was the third born. Miriam, Aaron, and Moshe. He came out. It was Miriam, Aaron, and then Moshe. Biyom Tlisai, and the third day, Leprisha, from separation. So the implication here is that they separated for 2 days, and on the third day the Torah was given. So the Gemara says, come on, who does that follow? K'Rabbanan, that follows the Rabbanan. As we said, according to Rabbi Yossi, there would actually be 3 days of separation, because Moshe Rabbeinu added a day, and then the Torah was given on the 4th day, not on the 3rd day. Gemara now continues at the 2 dots. Vayisiatzu b'tachtis hahar. It says the Klal Yisrael sat at the foot of the mountain. Amar Rav Avdimai bar Chama bar Chasa melamed shekafa Kadosh Baruch Hu aleim es hahar kegigis. So Rav Avdimai bar Chama bar Chasa says that it teaches us, b'tachtis hahar teaches us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu turned over the mountain like a barrel. V'amar lahem, and he said to them, Imatem mekablam haTorah mutav, if you accept the Torah, good. Vim lav sham teikuv uraschem, and if not, you're going to be buried over there. Amar Rav Acha bar Yaakov. Rav Acha bar Yaakov says, Mikan modo rabba lo raisa. From here, we have a good response if we don't keep the Torah. Rashi says, Modo rabba shem yazminam ledin. If the Klal Yisrael is ever brought to din, Lama lo kiyamtem, why didn't you accept why didn't you fulfill masha kibaltem, what you accepted, masha kibaltem aleichem, yesh lem teshuva, shekiblu bonus. They can answer, it was an onus, we were forced, so there's a moda rabalo raisa. Amar Rava says, nevertheless, Hadar Kiblu, they did accept the Torah, Bimei Achashverosh, in the times of Achashverosh, Techsiv, because it says, Kimu v'Kiblu HaYehudim, that the Yehudim accepted, Kimu Masha Kiblu Kvar, the idea is they fulfilled what they had already accepted. Amar Chizkiah, meaning essentially that which they accepted, that they were forced to accept, now they accepted willingly. Amar Chizkiah says, "My dechsiv mishamayim mishmata din eretz yara v'shakata." It says that the land was fear, it was in fear, and it was quiet. So it's a strange pasuk. Im yara lama shakata, im shakata lama yara. If there's fear, why is it content? And if it's quiet, if it's content, why is there fear? Ela b'tchila yara levasof shakata. What the pasuk means is that originally there was fear. Referring, as we're going to explain, to the concern, maybe when the world was created, maybe Klal Yisrael would not in the future accept the Torah, but then when they accepted the Torah, there was calm. V'lama yara, what was the fear? K'd Reish Lakish, like Reish Lakish explains. Damar Reish Lakish, as Reish Lakish says, Ma'id chsiv va'yerev va'yivokar yom hashishi. It says it was evening and morning, it was the sixth day. Hey Yisera Lamali, why does it say yom hashishi? It should just say yom shishi, like all the other days. There's no hey in front. Melamed shesna Kadosh Baruch Hu in Ma'aseh Bereishis. What this teaches us is that Kadosh Baruch Hu made a condition in the creation of the world. V'amar lahem, he said to them, Im Yisrael mekavlam haTorah atem miskaimin. If Klal Yisrael accepts the Torah in the future, then Shamayim v'Aretz, you're going to last. If not, the universe will be returned to Tohu Vavo. So that's exactly the meaning of the pasuk. When the pasuk over there said, Mishamayim hishmata din eretz yara v'shakata, the idea is Shamayim and v'aretz, they were afraid at first. Is Klal Yisrael going to accept the Torah? And then when Klal Yisrael did accept the Torah, then there was shakata, then there was calmness. Darash Rav Simai, the Gemara continues at the two dots. Darash Rav Simai darshans. B'shah sheikdimu Yisrael nasa l'nishma, at the time that Klal Yisrael proceeded by saying nasa to nishma, bo shishim ribo shal malachi asharis l'chol echad ve'echad Yisrael, 600,000 of the malachim came, each one for each member of Klal Yisrael, kashru lo shnei kesarim, and each one got 2 crowns. Echad keneged nasa ve'echad keneged nishma. Each member of Klal Yisrael got 2 crowns, one corresponded to Nasa and one corresponded to Nishma. V'chevan shechatu Yisrael, and when Klal Yisrael sinned, Yardu Meya ve'esrim riba malache chavolo pirkum, double the amount of angels came and they took them away. Shenemar, like it says, vayisnatzlu b'nei Yisrael as edya mehar chorev, they took these crowns away from Klal Yisrael at Har Chorev. Amar Rav Chama Rabbi Chanina says, B'chorev to'anu, B'chorev parku. The pasuk actually means that it was at Sinai that they received, and specifically at Sinai that it was taken away. B'chorev to'anu k'da Amron. It was a chorev that they received, as we said before. B'chorev parku d'chsiv vayisnatzlu b'nei Yisrael. V'gomer Rashi explains what the drush is exactly. So Rashi says, B'chorev parku. Tanu, first it was given a chorev, haksarim, v'achi mashma, as edyam asher hayu lahem mehar chorev. Right, we took away the crowns which were given in Har Chorev, and B'chorev Parku, Demashma Nami, it also implies Vayisnatzlu es edyam Har Chorev. In other words, the pasuk can be read both ways. They received it at Har Chorev, and it was taken away at Har Chorev. The Gemara now continues. Amar Rav Yochanan says, V'chulan zacha Moshe v'natzlan. When it came to all the crowns, Moshe merited it. He received the crowns. The samachli, because what does it say right next to it? It says, Moshe yikach es ohel. Moshe took the ohel. Rashi here says, Moshe yikach oso Eidai, referring to the crowns. Lashon acher es ha'oel lashon bialu neiro v'uhaya kirun or panav. It might refer to the glow on Moshe Rabbeinu's face, but whatever exactly the drush is, the point of the matter is that Moshe took it. Am Reish Lakish, and then Reish Lakish says, Asar HaKadosh Baruch Hu lahachziron lanu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will one day return it to us. Shenemar, like it says, Ufduye Hashem yeshuvun uvo tzion brina v'simchas olam al rosham, which we darshan to mean simcha shemei olam, the earlier happiness al rosham, which was on their heads, that's going to be returned to them. It's not that in the future they're going to receive just happiness. They're going to be restored with the happiness of earlier generations, referring to these crowns. Amar Rabbi Elazar says, B'shah sheikdimu Yisrael nasa l'nishma, at the time that Klal Yisrael said nasa before nishma, yotza baskol v'yomra lahen, a baskol came out and said to them, Mi gilo levonai rozeh, who revealed this secret to my children. Shemalache hasharis mishtamshin bo. This is a secret that the malachim used to say nasa before nishma. Dechsiv, because it says Baruch Hu Hashem malachav gibore koach osei devaro l'shmo b'kol devaro. It says the malachim do and they listen. Bereisha osei v'hader l'shmoa. First it uses the word osei, then it uses the word l'shmoa. Same idea as nasa v'nishma. Amar Rav Chama Rav Chanina. Rav Chama Rav Chanina says, "My dechsiv kitapuach ba'atzei ayar v'gomer." It says that like the apples in the forest. Lama nimshlu Yisrael tapuach. Why is the pasuk comparing Klal Yisrael to the apple? Lomar lach, to tell you ma tapuach zeh pirio kodim l'olav. Just like the apple tree, the fruit comes before the leaves. Af Yisrael, so to Klal Yisrael hikdimu nasa l'nishma. The nasa came before nishma. Hahut tziduki, there was once a tziduki dechazi l'Rava to kamayin b'shmaita. He saw that Rava was learning a sugya v'yasva etzbasa didei tusekara, and his fingers were below his legs. V'kamayitz v'kamavon etzbasa dama. They were squeezing forth some blood. He was putting so much pressure he didn't notice. Amar lei said to him. So the tziduki said to Rava, Ama peziza, you're a hasty nation. Dekadmisu pumaychu ludnaichu, that your mouths preceded your ears. Akati bepachzu saichu kamaisu. You're still hasty. Bereisha ibayluchu lemishma. You should have first listened. Imatzisu kablisu. And if you listened and it sounded good, you'd accept it. Vilo lo kablisu. And if not, you shouldn't have accepted. In other words, saying the same hastiness which caused Klal Yisrael to proceed Nasa and Ishma is the same hastiness which is causing you to make your fingers bleed, that you're not paying attention. Amar lei, so Rava responded, Anon, we, and he's responding to this Tzeduki. We'll see his full response on Daf Peiches Amid Beis in the next video.